Hi everyone, this is Stephanie, 1111 Witchy Babe, and I am here today with a reading for Capricorns for December. So if you checked out the other readings so far, you'll see that I have changed them up a bit. I am incorporating more astrological transits and what's going to be going on in the sky, and including some dates to help all of the witches out. So, because there's some really powerful energy this month, and that can help you out with any of your manifestations that you're working on, or spells of that nature, if they apply to whatever, wherever your chart is receiving the energy. So, this is going to be the astrological reading is for Capricorn, and then the rest of the reading tarot and even some of the information that comes through in regards to the transits might be for you if it resonates. And it's for all Capricorn energy, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, etc. So, before I jump in, check out the description box below for all of the information of where to find me on other places. I'm on Facebook. I run Facebook groups. Instagram is back up and going. I'm not on Twitter really, but I'll get there. And if you are looking to book a personal reading with me, because these are general energy readings only, not all the information is for you, not all of it will resonate. So if you want a reading that's just for you, you can book that at my website 1111witchybabe.com, and that information is also below as well, along with some other videos that you might be interested in if you do like my style of reading. So I have some pick a card links down there and other stuff. So what's going on next month? So December, or the month you're in now, depending on when you're watching this, is a very powerful month because we do have Jupiter changing signs, and that only happens once a year. And we also have lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse all in the same month. So there's a lot of energy for transformation, a lot of chances to really rebirth, especially for you Capricorns. So you have a ton of energy in your first house this month. And you also are going to be having a lot of Jupiter energy in your first house for the entire rest of 2020. Well, going into 2020 and most of it. So you have Jupiter changing signs into Capricorn, and that is happening in your first house. So what is your first house? Your first house is you. It's your physical body. It's how you present yourself to other people. It's what you wear. It's you. So what does this mean, Jupiter hitting your first house? This is like some serious, like, glow up opportunities, and it's going to be available to you for the whole year of 2020, basically, until like mid-December. I think it's December 18th of next year that it changes signs again. But this is an opportunity to totally transform yourself, and you have a lot of this energy really hitting you in December, because not only do you have this, but you have that lunar eclipse that I was talking about. That lunar eclipse is going to be happening on the 11th and 12th, and that's going to be happening in the sign of Gemini. That's going to be hitting your sixth house. So what is your sixth house? Your sixth house is your day-to-day life, but also is your health. So the combination of these two energies gives you a really good opportunity to take a look at who you want to be physically over this next year and in your future. What do you want your health to look like? What do you want your daily routines to look like? How do you want to transform to become the best version of you that you know that you can be? And so let's go ahead and dive into that a bit. So I want to look at the tarot. I want to take a look at, first of all, just your general energy overall for the month for Capricorn energy. The sun, yeah, new beginnings, new opportunities, new possibilities. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. New growth, just there's, and it's a happiness. It's an exciting change. So there's a serious, literal glow up energy here for available for you guys. So when we have that lunar eclipse, this is going to be a time that you might be more sensitive. Your body might feel more sensitive. You might have some physical or mental or even spiritual health things that come up that illuminate. That's what the whole point of these things is, to illuminate the areas that we do need to fix. So sometimes some negative things can happen. I'm not telling anyone they're getting sick or anything like that, but you might be more sensitive to different areas of your life. Let's take a look. What are some things that we can do during that time for Capricorn energy to assist? This card just keeps coming out today. So we have the Nine of Wands. And when I'm talking about like physical health and things of that nature, it's going to be a kind of advice to check in with yourself, to really be careful, basically. And this is not, again, it's not saying anybody's getting sick, but this is going to be a really good time for you to get a checkup, for you to really take care of yourself, to take care of your body, to if you have things that you've been kind of like trying to block out and not deal with and that type of thing, you need to address them. This is going to be a good opportunity for that. So let me go ahead. I'm going to be using the Archangel Raphael Oracle to see any other health messages that want to come out. Give us your cares. I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in the situation. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys have some health things that you're a little bit worried about. And a lot of it, and this again, this is not for everybody, a lot of it are things that need to be addressed, but they're not as bad as you're making them in your head. So that's actually creating more issues for you than anything, is the anxiety and pushing things off that you need to address. So just go ahead and get a checkup. Release your concerns to whatever higher power you believe in. Know that this is part of being a human. You have to take care of your physical body. And then I also have Expect a Miracle. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for your miraculous intervention and healing energy, which has restored the health of the name of person. So this could be picking up on if there's somebody else in your life, they could be having some things kind of come to an illumination. Maybe there's going to be some diagnosis coming down for either you or somebody in your life that's, very close to you and important to you. And this is very positive with it being Expect a Miracle. So again, I don't get and you guys know, well, you guys might not know, but if you want to check out Gemini's reading for I don't remember, September, October, whatever it was. I will tell you if I sent something really negative or really what would be perceived as negative. So something scary in your health or something scary with somebody else. I will tell you guys that. So I'm not getting that vibe here at all. I just feel like this is more of a, when you push something back for so long and then you finally get it done, you're like, why did I push it back that long? Or, maybe you push it back and something else is discovered that you didn't even know was going on, but you catch it really early. So it's all good. Like it's that type of energy where it's like, you're fine. You're going to be fine, but you need to do this. Okay. All right. So let's go on to see what else is going to be going on for you guys. So, right before that lunar eclipse, we have Mercury entering into your 12th house, which this is where I'm not going to lie to you guys. Mercury or any transits in the 12th are kind of hard. What is your 12th house, you might say? Your 12th house is things that are not seen. Your 12th house really digs into your psyche and your subconscious and the darker aspects of you that you don't really even maybe have a understanding of. Your 12th house represents, poets, and it represents artists, and it represents psychics and the metaphysical, but it also is like for mental hospitals and kind of that type of stuff too. So it's all the unseen, it's the unknown, it's the house of it's Pisces, so it's a mixture of everything that just kind of gets thrown into one house. And so when you have transits through these houses, which Mercury and your sun are both going to be there in the beginning of the month on the 10th, it can be difficult. Now, I am a natal 12th house Mercury and a natal 12th house sun, which I'm a cusper, but I definitely get that energy a lot in my life. And it's not easy. Sometimes with this transit, you can definitely, in regards to your communication, be kind of scared about how you present yourself. You might over-explain or under-explain. You might go into a kind of a hermit mode. It also can be very powerful in regards to metaphysical things. So reading tarot, channeling information, studying astrology, anything of that nature is going to be a lot of helpful energy in regards to that. So if you're wanting to go down that road, this is going to be the month for you to do so. In the beginning of the month, you'll have a lot of extra energy to do that and kind of understand things. But yeah, it's definitely not an easy transit. So let's go ahead and get some advice on that. Because, I live it. Again, this is my natal chart, my natal placements. But whenever I've had, these particular transits of Sun and Mercury going through my 12th house, it's difficult. There's different things that come up. There's a lot of anxiety that comes up. And a lot of it is self-created. A lot of it is really being worried about how you are presenting yourself. And with all of your first house energy, I feel like that's where this is kind of linking together, is you're going to be, I feel, deciding to change yourself because you're tired of carrying around this these hidden parts of you that you don't show to other people. And Capricorn energy, you're very like that. You know, you're very focused and driven people. You want to succeed. You kind of cling more to the physical than maybe going within, and dealing with things on that nature. So you're kind of getting pushed and shoved into that to like really redefine who you are and how you present yourself this month and going into 2020. So let's see, let's get some advice on that. I want to use another oracle deck here, the other one that we have back there, which is I'm not sure. Sorry, guys. Life review. Oh my God. What did I just say? Take inventory of your life, resolve to change and heal anything that is unbalanced. Yep. So this is a good time for introspective work, but usually what comes along with that, I won't lie, is some anxiety, is some depression, is some questioning yourself. You might have external factors play into this, so it forces you into that energy. It all depends on where you are, or it could be 100% within, where you're seeing where you need to make changes. So you have good opportunities to make those changes, because at the end of your month, we have the solar eclipse happening in your sign, Capricorn, and that will be joining Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and the sun, of course, and that is going to be a excellent opportunity, the 25th and 26th, to set your intentions, write them down on how you want to change and who you want to be. How do you want to present yourself? How do you want to communicate with others? How do you want to take care of your physical health? How do you want to look? If you want to make changes there, you're going to have such a good energy coming to you to help you change that. I also will note with Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Jupiter being in your first house, you can, depending on how you choose to use energy, this could be a transit where you could gain a lot of weight. And if you're not wanting that, you need to be careful with it. It also is going to depend on other stuff and how it's hitting your other planets, but, on your natal planets. But just that's something to be mindful of, to take this energy to use it to expand yourself in ways that you're wanting to expand. So let's go on, and I want to take a look at relationships, because we always want to look at that. That's one of our most important things in this life. And so we do have Venus in the right before those eclipses enters into Aquarius, which will be hitting your second house. Now, this is going to be mainly in regards to, Venus is home in the second house. So this is going to be you having a lot of energy in regards to wanting to spend money. This also can be it's a very positive transit for you. So you might have some financial stuff coming in that's positive. But with it being an Aquarius, you may be more apt to want to buy things for other people. It's the holidays. That's something that, maybe you are not all that used to feeling, Capricorn. No. But you might have the urge to give more. And so I really would take that. And what I'm getting intuitively is, if you do feel that, if you feel the urge to give back in some kind of way, and that could be within your own family, that doesn't necessarily mean giving to organizations. But if you feel that urge, I feel that's going to be tying in with your seed planting at the end of the month, and really helping you transform the type of person that you are. It's just like, I don't like to use karma in this way, because I see karma as a past life thing, not as in what you're doing right now. But this is still sending out positive energy that will come back to you, but just not calling it karma for me. But if that's how you see it, then definitely, like, this is something that can bring you good karma, is to give back this month. But let's go ahead and just take it. I don't have a ton of energy here regarding like what's going to be happening in the sky for relationships. So let's take a look at what tarot has to say for Capricorn energies. What's going on in people's love life for December? Ooh, the Ace of Wands. So you could have something new starting, or there could just be a new resurgence of passion within your own relationship. The Ace of Wands is all about passion and drive and sexual energy. So that's really good. You could be having a really good time. Look at that. There's a little heart on the wrist. I never noticed that. The Chariot, yeah, and you're heading, like you're here going after it, whatever this is, whatever this energy coming in is. So single people, this could definitely be a new relationship, and one that comes at you fast, and you're not going to have to question with this person whether they want to be with you or not, because you're going to know. For other people, this is going to be your guys's, if you're in a relationship, this is your relationship, getting a new spark to it and getting a new drive to that. And that drive might have something to do with finances. Maybe you guys are, coming up with a business together. Maybe you guys are going to be making a large purchase together. Whatever it is, you have this both, you're going to have the same excitement and going forward energy with it together. So it's a very positive vibe coming off of this reading for sure. One more card, please. The Four of Cups. However, there is a potential sense, and actually I'm going to take this both ways because I got this, it came out reversed, but I flipped it really quick, and I'm kind of getting both sides, so it's going to depend on what resonates with you. Just be mindful that there might be opportunities that if things aren't going exactly how you planned in your mind and you're frustrated, this is not going to be a big thing, but it's going to be revolving around a relationship. If things are not exactly perfect or exactly where you thought they'd be, make sure that you aren't staying in that, poor me, which is totally fine to be in for a short time, but make sure you don't stay in that energy because you're going to be missing this. You're going to miss this excitement and charge after this resurgence in your relationship or a new relationship. You could totally miss this opportunity because you're so upset about your ex type thing, right? And for other people, I feel like you guys are actually releasing that like sad, feeling bad for myself energy. And that is what brings this on. So it depends. It's going to split there. It depends on where you're at. So let's see. We have, at the end of the month, again, we have that solar eclipse happening in Capricorn, and that's going to be all of your first house. You have all this opportunity to make these big changes. So let's go ahead and see what's some advice here, because this is a big time for you guys, and this is going to be a big year. What is some advice for Capricorn energy? The Four of Swords. Right when this card came out, I heard, because you're going to need your rest. Okay, so the Four of Swords is a card of rest. It's a card of meditation. It's a card about going within and listening to what your soul is telling you to do. But I also feel this is telling you to kind of take it easy because this is the rest. And we went over this in your guys' last reading. This is the time to set your intentions of how your life is going to be, because this is a time of rest and your work is coming and you're going to have a lot of it. So really be clear on what your intentions are. Write them down at the end of the month. Use that solar eclipse to help you push that energy out. Like, really have it honed down on what you want to do, who you want to be, how you want to present yourself, because this is the time to make those massive changes in your life and to make those massive physical changes. If you're out there and you're wanting to hit the gym and do all that, or whatever it is, let's say you just want to totally change your style. You want to really embrace your aesthetic that you've always been into, but been too afraid to because of, whatever hangups you have. This is the opportunity to step into that person that you want to be. Okay. Let's see what else wants to come out. And look at that. We have 2 4s. Again, so 4s are a foundational number. They are setting a foundation. This is kind of your theme. And then the 9 of Pentacles. This card is also coming out a lot today. You're going to be able to take care of yourself. So that's just kind of the message there. You're going to be able to take care of yourself and make these changes where you can provide for yourself on a financial level and on an emotional level is what I'm getting. So that is going to be your reading, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. You can leave the questions in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as possible. But yeah, this is a really powerful month. This has a lot of good energy. Let me know what's going on. Let me know how you see this playing out. And if you did like the reading and you want to help support the channel, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Turn that notification bell on. And I will see you guys next reading. I hope you guys have a great month.